Hello and thank you for joining me today on the Random Access Show. My name is Leon Panopoulos, and in today's episode we will be talking all about ChatGPT. It's been taking the world by storm, and I'm going to be letting you know what's going on with it. Sit tight and enjoy. I'm Leon Panopoulos. You're listening to the Random Access Show. Hello and welcome to the Random Access Show. My name is Leon Panopoulos, and today we'll be talking all about ChatGPT, the AI chatbot. If you haven't heard about it, then jump on the boat. It's been taking the world by storm. It's all over the internet, and I've been hearing all about it across the world as well. Even my parents have found out about it. It's taken them by surprise. It's taken a lot of people by surprise in the amount of detail that this AI chatbot can bring. Now, a quick summary of ChatGPT. It stands for Chat Generative Pre-trained Transformer 3. Now, if you don't know what that means, don't worry. It's basically the name of the AI program that they've used to create this piece of software. Now, ChatGPT is basically a chatbot where you give it a text prompt and it will reply back to you with either an answer or it will talk back to you depending on what you've given it. And it's quite scary how smart it is, and it's quite scary how far this technology has gone. So if you want to go check it out, you can at chat.openai.com, and I'll link that down in the description. But we've done a lot of testing online, and we've looked a lot at ChatGPT over the last few months. It was released in November of 2022, and the amount of information that it has accessible to it and the amount of information that it can give to you is a hell of a lot. And so what really surprises me with this chatbot is that it's almost like you're talking to a real person. Maybe they're the smartest person in the world, but it just feels and seems like you're talking to a real person, and that can be quite scary, especially nowadays. But what I wanted to talk a bit about today was how this can be used in a good way and how this can be used in a bad way, and where I think it's going. So we've seen ChatGPT already been integrated into quite a few apps and services. I just read an article by TechRadar that Discord was integrating its own version of ChatGPT into its mascot, and that you'll be able to use ChatGPT integrated into Discord. Snapchat's already got ChatGPT, and Bing, the search engine that nobody uses, unfortunately for Microsoft, but yeah, the search engine that nobody uses, has integrated ChatGPT, or will be integrating ChatGPT in the coming weeks. We already saw it, but it's now just a matter of getting it released to the public. And if you want to sign up for that waitlist, that's available as well. I'll put that link in the description as well. But these apps and services have already integrated ChatGPT into their own platforms, and it means that from now on, AI is basically going to become a big part of our lives. You're going to be using TikTok or Snapchat, and you're going to be able to use AI integrated into those services. AI might tell you what content you should create, or AI might tell you, what your friends are doing or what you should do with your friends. And it's going to become a major part of our lives, whether we like it or not. And I think that can be quite a scary thing. And we need to learn how to control it, and we need to learn how to act when we have AI in our lives. We cannot just, use it to its full potential, because that can lead to some scary possibilities. In fact, I was talking with my father earlier today, and he experienced it for the first time today. One of his work colleagues showed him ChatGPT on their phone, and we were talking about it, and he said to me, imagine how quickly doctors could go out of business with people are gonna start going online asking ChatGPT or another AI platform, these are my symptoms. What have I got wrong with me? What medicine should I take? Soon ChatGPT may be able to prescribe medicine to you. We don't know what's going to happen. And when people say like something has endless possibilities, this quite literally has endless possibilities. We honestly don't know the extent that the AI is going to go, and it's really up to OpenAI and that consortium. It's made, if you don't know OpenAI, it's made up of Microsoft and a few other tech companies that have, tried to make AI more prominent, and that spoke about AI. And in fact, it was Elon Musk was involved in the creation of OpenAI, Amazon Web Services, Infosys, and a few other prominent people in the tech world, and a few other prominent companies in the tech world. And in fact, OpenAI can be, they're the fathers or the parents of ChatGPT. They are the ones that need to realize the extent that they want this to go, and then they need to stop themselves from letting this AI, become too much of an integrated part into our lives. If you look up ChatGPT, just a fair warning, there are quite a few phishing links and scam links. For example, if I look it up right now, there's chat-gpt.org, that's fake. There's chatgpt.net. Just need to learn and understand that a lot of these are going to be fakes and are going to be incorrect and could possibly infect your computer. Look, even if you look up ChatGPT download, ChatGPT doesn't have a download. It's not something that you can install onto your computer or onto your phone for that matter. So do not go looking for ChatGPT on your phone. Just a fair warning, because OpenAI has not released an app for your mobile phone or for your computer. So if you do happen to install a ChatGPT knockoff, just delete that straight away, because it could be malicious. Speaking of malicious, actually, ChatGPT has been used already by some hackers and by some other people to write malicious code. And so that's one of the ways that these AIs can be used in the wrong way. And, ChatGPT will continue to be used in the wrong way unless we can find a way to stop it. And that's one of the things that we need to learn to do. We need to learn how to set guidelines and set rules for how this AI can be used, because if we continue to write malicious code with this program, and with any AI program that ends up coming out in the future, in the next few years, next few months, we need to be careful in how we are letting people use these programs, because it can be detrimental to not just your computer, but if people want to know how to harm someone else, it wouldn't be that hard to simply ask the chatbot. So we need to figure these things out. I think the AI needs a lot of tweaking, but if used in the right way, it can be extremely helpful in our lives. I know that there's also a lot of instances where kids have been using it to write school assignments up, or to help them out in tests. And I actually saw that on the news the other day, where someone had created a program that could supposedly tell if a text was written by an AI program or if it was written by a real person, and apparently had 97% accuracy, if I'm correct. And so these programs will need to become an essential part of our lives as well, because we need to realize whether something is actually written by a human or if it's been written by an AI and drawn up by an AI. So it is increasingly important that we have these tools that can assist us and aid us in living with the AI, that can help us from using them in the wrong way. And I think that we really need to work on those tools as well before we let AI expand and advance. But if we wanted to use AI in a good way, we wanted to use ChatGPT in a good way, there are a lot of ways that it can help us. If we wanted to explain a tricky maths problem, or if we wanted to explain hard topics like science topics, or if you wanted to know how the internet works, there are heaps and heaps of different ways that AI can help us. That it can write music for us. As a programmer, this can help me to write code, and it can help me as a content creator to create content. It can be extremely helpful, like I said, as long as it's used in the right way. And I think that's with any piece of technology. In fact, with anything really, if you can use it in the right way, because anything can be used in a good way and a bad way. If you can use this in a good way, it can be extremely helpful. If you use it in the wrong way, it can, like I said, it can be detrimental. If you're using it to create malicious code, to help aid in criminal activity, it's not going to have a good outcome. And I think that ChatGPT needs to work on its limitations and its guidelines. In terms of, and look, the final thing that I'm going to say about this is, it can come up with the wrong answers sometimes if you ask it questions. I've been reading articles about how the ChatGPT can give you the wrong answers. You need to be careful with AI, right? So have a certain level of, like if you ask it a question, all right, trust its answer, but go and double check it and cross-reference it. And that goes for anything. Always cross-reference your answers. It's something you would have learned in school, and it's something you should continue to use in the remainder of your life. You should always cross-reference things to make sure that they're correct. Because, if this gives you the wrong answer, like I mentioned earlier, if you're asking for doctor's advice, right? If this gives you the wrong answer, that that could be bad for your health. That could be, and I've probably overused this word, but that could be detrimental to your health. And you do not want that to happen to you. So just be careful with the AI. And now, however, it's time for the quick stuff. And today I'm going to talk about the new Windows 11 update. It's an optional update, but if you're an iPhone user, I highly recommend you install it, because a much wanted feature is finally coming to Windows 11. If you had an Android phone, you would know about the Phone Link app, formerly Your Phone, which allows you to read your messages and make calls from your Android phone. And now iPhone users can do the exact same thing thanks to the new update. It's not completely the same as if you were using your iPhone. There are a few bugs and errors, but it is available and it is finally here, and I've been wanting this for a long time. I still haven't upgraded to Windows 11 though. If you haven't listened to the episode where I spoke about Windows 10 versus Windows 11 and my experience with Windows 10, then go listen to that. But I still haven't upgraded to Windows 11, and I'm not planning on doing so anytime soon. But I can tell you the features are really, really tempting. And in fact, there's a notification that keeps popping up, or probably every fifth time I open up my computer, and it says, "Would you like to upgrade to Windows 11?" And I keep saying, "Remind me later." But in the future, I might end up clicking the yes please button. But yeah, so if you're an iPhone user and a Windows 11 user, then you can check it out with your phone Link app, available now on the new Windows 11 update. The new update. It's optional, so make sure you go check it out. Anyway, that's all from me today. I'm Leon Panopoulos, and you're tuned into the Random Access Show. Make sure to check out our website and our YouTube channel. Yes, we have a YouTube channel. It exists finally, and go check it out. Now, I'm Leon Panopoulos, you're tuned into the Random Access Show.